right. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I did not bring a pen. I can't sign it.
Anyway, I know. So,
Guess what I found in my closet?
yeah.
Guess what I found in my closet? 30 millimeter camera.
Oh, that's yours.
Wherever the molds, like the skinny, like you used to see in projectors and stuff, for like schools. So it's Grandpa Johnson.
Well,
Still got it. Still.
they used to call it Super 8.
This one.
Oh, is that what
They have like a wheel.
You ever seen the movie? It's like The Conjuring. You ever seen those where they have the?
That's the official sign.
Okay.
No idea.
Oh,
But it's about this big.
Class.
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
You can see everything are big.
For signing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I don't have the ability to scan documents right now either. I'm kind of,
Want me to take this and scan it?
yes, I can't, I
Okay.
can email, but I can't scan in, so.
I can do it,
yeah,
and then
so this-
I'll send you a copy, and then I can do the same with that one.
Okay.
I can get it back to you.
Okay, are we gonna continue posting out there front if we're posting on the website?
I don't know. You can always not, and then
If somebody
see if somebody barks about it, so.
What we can do is we can just leave a letter on there saying no further postings here. Please refer to.
Website.
It solves both problems.
There you go.
Okay,
We'll start with the,
yep, let's start with, last month's meeting minutes.
last month's meeting minutes. Monday, November 3rd, 2025. Council meeting minutes from Monday, October 20th, 2025. Town Council President Amy Swain opened the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, and board members in attendance, President Amy Swain, council members Bill Barber, David Johnson, Clerk Treasurer Diana Johnson, Street Commissioner Waller, House. Town residents in attendance, Mayor Johnson. September 2025 minutes read. President Amy Swain made a motion to approve September minutes. Bill Barber and David Johnson seconded the motion. Motion carried in favor of approving September 2025 minutes. September 2025 claim vouchers presented for review of payment. Vouchers 59 through 63 reviewed. President Amy Swain made motion accepting vouchers for payment. Bill Barber seconded the motion. Motion carried in favor of payment and September voucher. Street Commissioner, Wally House, tree removal on Sugar Creek Drive near Hamilton Heights. Josh Holmes, complete tree care service to coordinate with utilities. Wally to communicate with adjacent property owners. Tree projected to be removed next week. Planning Commission, Byron Holden, not in attendance. BZA, Sandy Casey, not in attendance. Spring Lake Men's Club not in attendance. Old business. Kitchen remodel, Diana to email quote again, Eric Brown and Waterman Forey. Number 2, basement updates, Diana to email quote again, Mr. Coatings. Number 3, signage interest to Spring Lake. Signage to incorporate no soliciting. David suggested the interest signs is too late to have matching posts to match the new street signposts. Number 4, new benches and playground equipment table. Number 5, Dana updates, Amy Swain, no new updates. Number 6, budget meeting are to be held on October 20th and November 30th due to error with dates by Department of Local Government Finance Representative. Review of budget will take place November 2025. Number 7, Clear Creek Fisheries, 2 years since last stocking of fish. Big fishing this year, board elected to wait another year. Number 8, lake appearance noted. Aquatic Control has done a good job this year. Look to continue in 2026. New business. David inquired about lowering the lake for winter months. Number 2, being Feeney available for any additional maintenance of the lake before the end of the year. Andy mentioned the silt trap, dredge, dig out. Is this something Feeney could do? Wally to inquire with Feeney. The town would potentially look at for next year. Entrance exam findings. A, internal control standard. All board members to do annual training. B, annual financial report, beginning and ending balances, modifications to spreadsheet, parentheses, treasurer's report to include a more detailed reporting. C, appropriation by fund overspending, budget tracking added to treasurer report. Number 4, submit corrective action plans. Number 5, budget adoption meeting Monday, November 3rd, 2025. Public comments, there were no public comments. No other business presented to town council. Next town council meeting scheduled for Monday, November 3rd, 2025, 7:00 p.m. With no new business, President Hughes, a motion to adjourn the meeting. David Johnson, second the motion to adjourn the meeting. Motion carried, meeting adjourned.
Any additions or corrections to minutes?
Lives at the verbiage and everything looked good for, okay.
Make a motion to approve this read.
Second.
You have this, you have a signature copy?
Yeah,
Maybe we'll make
this
this.
right here is perfect.
This ink is a lot better.
It is. But that is a different print, yeah. It's not a laser jet,
Sign
it's an inkjet.
And
Bill,
I'll see
and
what's
I
good.
and I confirmed with David.
And I'll put, if you could send me the Word document, I'll publish that on the, no, I think it's PDF. I'll just publish the one that I scanned,
Okay,
so you don't need to send me anything
okay,
on that.
okay. Well, we need to do something for sure.
Okay.
No.
Okay, treasurer's report.
Okay, we're going to start with the general fund, beginning balance. For October 2025, $312,032.81. We received $3,871.15. We dispersed $1,342.13, leaving an ending balance of $314,561.83. Beginning balance for MVH fund for October was $49,637.72. We received $948.92. We dispersed $0, leaving an ending balance of $50,586.64. MPH restricted fund, our beginning balance was $30,149.74. We received $394.51, dispersed $0, ending balance is $30,544.25. LIT Public Safety, beginning balance was $50,801.95. We received $529.17. We dispersed $0, leaving an ending balance of $51,331.12. LRS fund beginning balance is $22,380.65. We received $529.86. We dispersed $0, leaving an ending balance of $22,910.51. CCI fund beginning balance was $5,394.94 with no receivables or disbursement, leaving the ending balance the same at $55,394.94. Beginning and ending balance of the CCD fund with no receivables or disbursements is $10,106.67. The business development fund with no receivables or disbursements is the same of $195.86. Rainy day fund with no receivables or disbursements, beginning and ending balance the same of $71,439.92. CDET beginning balance is $20,742.63. We received $232.50 with no disbursements, leaving an ending balance of $20,975.13. American CARES Act with no receivables or disbursements, beginning and ending balance the same as $7,380.42. Community Crossing Grant with no disbursements or receivables, beginning and ending balance the same at $105,202.12, leaving a total ending balance of $690,229.41. Small print, it's really hard for me to see.
Yeah, I think it's $629.
Did I say
You said 229, 690, 629, 41.
$629.41? Thank
Yep.
you.
What I see.
Yeah. Any additions or corrections to treasury report? No. Make a Motion approved as read.
Second.
The, that $12.30 or whatever that was,
Oh,
you
it
found
was-
that?
Yeah, it was an interest. It was the very first thing that
Okay.
entered, and I went back and I looked at last month, and when I was looking at last month,
Oh, okay.
I changed it. Yeah, because I was thinking, wait a minute, did that go down? And it did go down. It went down because of some of the mistakes.
I got you. But I'm glad that you did point that out, because I did have a couple of problems in my formula down here. So in that B version I sent you back, I fixed that, so
I sent that back to you too.
I saw.
And just leave it at the B version.
Yeah, leave the B, just whatever,
Yeah, 11.3.
use that as your master then.
Yeah.
And then,
And then we'll go, yeah.
okay.
Okay.
All
So
right. Any bills or communications?
I have, if you guys want to fight over them, I got council member and council member from Kane. Okay.
I lose.
Okay, I'll take one.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. I'll have to look at it, but sure you don't want it, Dave.
Don't peek. I'll turn it over so it's not temptation.
Or take some of the quotations.
Any bills this month?
Yes.
Really?
So, yeah,
Okay, already?
yes, we're gonna go, through probably a few of them because I've been ready. Veteran Center Point, $19.24. Edie, do you know what this number is on that here?
That's the,
Have you ever paid?
that's the,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think it's here. Duke Energy, sometimes,
that's,
well, no, I'm gonna get a little more diligent, I'm trying to mark that. So, Duke Energy, $135.79 as streetlights.
eventually we'll all see that in the treasury report. So
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Duke Energy, community building, $159.36. AIM Media, Indiana, this is where they do the advertising for our budget for us, and then they bill us, so that's really sweet, $27.74. And then T-Man's, he's paid twice in the month of October, because he made some errors on his invoices, and I held off on paying him until he had his invoices correct. So there is T-Man's 500, and another T-Man's for 500. I'm gonna share November's with Brand and Warlock. This was for legal consultations for $630. We have T-Man's, he has one more mowing left to do. This is 7 of 8. So he is on track. And then we have Homes Complete Tree Care for $3,000. This is for the Hamilton Heights Cherry Creek Drive.
That was, I haven't driven over there. Is that taken care of?
Yes. And I've got some for December, I'm gonna go ahead and share with you too. How about that? Because this is something that we don't really have concretely put in paper, so. This is for pay. So Diana Johnson, $1,218.70. That will go out in December. Andy Swain, $203.11, second half pay. Bill Barber, $203.11. David Johnson, $203.11. Paul House, $446. And then Spring Lake, men's club, $204. And since you guys are here, please do not cash these
Until December?
until the first of December, yes.
Should we date the 1st of December,
Because in our conversation with Cody, he said, there are some that did not, even though that we have an ordinance to pay the town and when to pay them, that the approval should come first.
Right.
So that Everybody's ready? Is it needs?
Make sure that.
The problem is now I gotta hang on to it, and not lose it.
Sorry, if you do, just let me know. I have Wally's and. And I mailed out at Spring Lakes Municipal Club to Tony, which I usually do anyway, he signs it and mails it back to me. There it is, the stamp for-
This is yours, so you'll sign that. Mr. Rogers, you already know. I did it wrong for 5 years.
Something that I would admit.
So I didn't take out the county tax, and I figured that no sense changing this year.
Right.
And I'll reach out and we'll work, that'll give me a little time to work on, the county tax, 2026. And I thought we were making headway adding the state tax.
Yeah.
Do our checks have COLA on them every year or no?
Cost of living increase?
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens on Thursday.
It's the half cent of it, Superman 3,
Since you brought that up.
or whatever it was. Right to it.
I have no idea.
You got all the half cents that
I remember there used to be a half cent.
Richard Pryor,
Oh, that's old, man, that's old.
Oh, man.
what do you think?
I'm gonna
Okay.
pull that out of the 35 mil that I have.
Any other communications?
No.
Okay,
So,
no hold on a second. No committee reports,
no committee.
do we have?
No.
No? And, old business, I'd like to table old business for now.
Fine.
And, new business, we've got the budget adoption for 2026 that we need to go through.
Yes.
So do you want to read that?
We did previously, but I can again.
Okay,
Okay, so rainy day, we budgeted 50,000. So for general, we budgeted, 187,650, and I can email everyone a copy of this. Well, I can't scan it, but,
I can do it.
okay. Can you scan it in and email it to me, because I gotta upload it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A PDF? That's, you want a PDF file, right?
yes.
Yep.
Local road and street, $16,49. Motor vehicle highway, $84,275. CCI at $3,450. CCD, $2,700, and the CDET is $12,250.
Total, is there a total there?
The $356,374.
356,374.
That's right. And we need to add the American Rescue Plan. This is a separate, is $7,380. LIT is $18,000 that everybody's chattering about. And the Business Development Fund is $500, totaling $25,800. And you can see how those broke down. And if everyone agrees that this is what we are going to adopt, if you would please check your yay or nay, aye or nay, and sign your name.
Can I see that before we
Oh, yeah.
send it around? So, well, these are home rule funds. That's
Yes.
funny.
Now, I did give you a copy, I didn't Bill and David, but I know that you've asked about the tax. I think that was a,
Yeah. So American Cares and American Rescue Plan, same thing?
That's what we have left at COVID. We have to use or repay.
Okay. Any questions about the budget for 26? Okay. I think this is dated already, so we don't need to date. And you have to have that posted tomorrow, I think, right? 11/4, was that what it was? Or 11, pretty soon, I think.
Yes, I have, as soon as I can get it, I mean,
Yeah, well, I'll get it in the morning, so too.
okay, and this is another mayor. This is appropriation reduction resolution. This is taking $25,410 out of general fund for approval to spend next year to carry it over. It boosts our budget a little bit, so I need everybody's your name.
You want to sign that?
Thank you for doing this.
Scanner. Scanner. You want this one too? You want this one scanned as well?
Yes, please. Yeah, they have to, both have to be signed.
What was is this a percentage or what's magic about the number?
The number is what we haven't spent of that budget fund this year.
Oh, okay,
And so that allows us to carry that over.
okay. So we had 25,000 that we didn't spend on last year's budget, or this year's budget, that we're gonna move forward and
Yeah, it's all,
And so if we get this 187,000 plus the 25,000. Okay, gotcha. Okay, any other new business for tonight?
let's see if they, these. It is that, okay, so in my conversation with Cody, we were talking about, we talked a little bit about compensation, and I'm just mentioning this, and it's entirely up to you guys, but I brought it in case you decided to do that. It has been since 1997 that I can find any trace of any increase in pay. And he was kind of scratching his head a little bit, and he told me, he said, that kind of looks a little funny. He said, it kind of makes you look a little suspicious why you haven't done something like that. Increase. And and he gave me all the pros and all the cons, and I said, well, and I talked to him about what the board had talked about as it being kind of more of a charitable, what was it that you called it specifically? I donated or
It's just a
service.
community service, it's like a community service
Right,
act.
yeah. So anyway, he, in his thought it should be increased, and I said, okay, I will present that. So I am presenting that to you guys. If you decide to change it, this would be the time that it would have to be adopted in order to go into effect for 2026. If not, that's fine. And I think that he said that this town is the lowest paid council in the state. So, there you go.
From the math, we better not.
I mean, if we're gonna go bumping it up, we're gonna lose that title.
I know. I personally think, this is my personal opinion, I think that you as board members need to be at least equivalent to Wally. That's what I think. But that's my, that's,
Is this year's? Or is this for next year?
It's 25.
it's the second half pay for 20.
Okay.
So what you make is, I think if you look here on one of these, is
455.
it's 455.70, I think. So Wally's making 1,000. Bill puts them in a lot of time on the grant, you put in a lot of time, and Davis is starting to put in a lot of time for putting the communications and editing our minutes. Wally puts in a lot of time. That's just my that's my argument. I did my due diligence. I think you guys should be at least where Wally's at. Or all three of you be on the same and,
Share one paycheck.
well,
It's been a long time. It's not like we're gonna, it's our living circumstances with things like this, but I think it should be raised.
I second Bill's opinion.
what do I have in the budget? Do you know? And I'll tell you, if you look at the clerk treasurer's, it's higher, and I'm gonna tell you why I do it a little, it's not higher this year, but it has been higher, only because in case something was to happen to me, you gotta have somebody as backup, which would be a deputy clerk treasurer, which would fall in that range. So,
We have $6,000 in for town council.
that's what I budgeted for, because I didn't know. And something could easily happen to anybody.
Right.
So does it come with dental?
Only if you get
Need some
the
goodies out of this, right?
So the history that I looked on other, and what Cody said is usually like the president carries a heavier stipend. So,
Well, I'm not in favor of that. So, I mean,
I'm sharing.
yeah, I know.
So, anyway,
I mean, for a lot of years, we've had discussions before Diana came along as well. And, I'm okay with it. I mean, it's none of us, maybe you are, I'm not, you're not, maybe. I'm not doing it for the money.
I don't
So,
think any of us are. really
No,
good
none of
for
us
it.
are doing it for the money, so I think it's, so, I'm fine if we want to consider an increase for next year.
If you want to say, look at it small and see if anyone has any comments about why all of a sudden we can readdress it next year. I think it's something that probably needs to follow some type of percentage, like the COLA. But that's,
Yeah, maybe we do something this year as a one-time adjustment, and then we look into maybe doing something annually after that,
I think that would be
so.
a good, but the things, if we're gonna do it, we need to do it this month. So think on it, and then we can do a special meeting, or we can have a November meeting on a regular time, if necessary, to go back over anything that might be pertinent. But
Yeah,
Take this good man with it, right?
she doesn't have the paperwork filled out, but
Oh, okay.
we could agree to do it now, and then she
No.
could back it up with the paperwork.
no, that's it.
Oh, we just have to write it in?
That's an ordinance. I left it open so that way. And I also think that when addressing that, you need to look at the hourly rate too. Like if you were hiring somebody, say, Eric Roberts, to clean up a tree. Currently, as it states, it's $10 an hour.
Mhm.
I think that needs
Yeah, for labor help.
labor help. Mhm.
Well,
You see the picture?
and I agree, the president's role should have a little say, even if it's symbolic.
It doesn't have to, it could be $50, but, or 25, or $1 in Handy's.
Yeah, you're right. If there's no financial incentive, nobody will ever want to do it.
It's true.
So I'm stuck with it forever.
I just think you get, Mr. Trump, you get all the terms you want.
Did you see where they said that Trump could run as vice president and the president steps down and he could take it?
I heard something about that. I don't know how much of
It's,
what's out there is the.
it's legal.
Sure, yeah.
I don't think that he would.
I mean, look at what Teddy Roosevelt did.
What did he do?
He ran for a third term.
Hold on. Franklin Roosevelt served 3 terms, I think.
I think it got changed after World War II.
Yeah, so
Because he was was it Wilson? He was a wartime president. And as long as you're in war, the president's staying in action.
oh, wow.
Well, because nobody would outvote the president during war.
Wow.
So what do you guys think? What are you thinking?
Can I read that?
Oh, absolutely.
100,000 would be okay.
1 million bajillion.
Oh, you're not going to say that.
I don't have a cat either.
My 2 cents is this, because it's been a few years for Wally. And equally as my position, I would try to make everybody as close to the same as possible. So
What's Wally's?
Wally is 1,000, so if you went with you like 15, and went with Wally with 12, and these guys with 12, and then about me too, I think that's a lot of money.
It's way too much of an increase though, in one year.
But
mean-
if you do it over the 87,
You said,
No.
you said 97.
87, did I say 97?
Yeah.
Okay, 97 was the year he was born. 87,
That was last time.
87 was the last time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I'm not.
40 years.
Yes, and if you think about that, and most people, if you look, on the averages, you guys do what you want, I'm just saying, do a little homework, search it, research it. And then everybody can sign it if they're in agreement, you can send out an email, and then if you guys all agree to it, then you can scan and send it to me. Don't make an irrational decision right now.
Correct.
To adjust $500 from 1987, it would approximately equate to $1,428.
That's almost right on.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
I did that math a little bit, I was like.
No,
Anyway,
I do think there's an adjustment that needs to be made there, so we'll talk about it. I want to give it a little bit more thought.
and justifiably so, I mean, yeah, that's important. To do that.
Okay.
Because I did a little bit of research and looked at it and talked about it and looked at it and dug into it, and when Cody said something about it, then I was like,
I think you can look up salaries online.
you
I was
can't.
wondering if there's any, do we know any towns that are similar size?
Surely,
Shirley's one.
There are other.
Shirley's bigger, but
Eastern Hancock. That's just a joke.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at July. there are a handful of smaller towns, so,
Very, very few.
yeah, but there's more than what you think out there, so I could reach out to AIM. They usually send me a booklet that has that information. I haven't received one in probably 4 years, but it has that information in there. They're a resource that can provide information, but all that is public record.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's try and benchmark it, I guess, at least.
Okay.
So,
Anything else, Diana?
let's see, we did budget, we did talk about pay, we did that. We just need to really think about closing some gaps on some of our spending for this year. I really hate to see that money sit for American Cares Act.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever needs to be done. I don't know if you guys walked around the community building recently, but where that one gutter right there is, it's doing a lot of washing away of ground.
Oh, on the outside.
Yes, and it
We need to, that's,
CARES Act money, that's fairly open. Could we designate that
there's some
as,
restrictions, but not much.
should we designate that as what we'll be doing for here? Like the sign, flagpole,
Yes.
I think
landscaping,
you
the whole area
Yes.
around
can.
it.
I think we need an apple tree.
I think it's like, use it this year or lose it. I need to look at the deadline on that.
I think we got some benches that need,
I mean, we could use it really quick. That money can finish the kitchen as well. I mean, you can just check, I mean, the fire marshal this too. So they called me and, we need to have all of our extinguishers rechecked. That one's too high, that one's too high. They all have to come down because they have to be at least, under 48 inches. And then we have to get that thing posted up there, and we need some new extinguishers for downstairs, which that's our capacity. And we have to buy the spray that he sent me in an email that is spray the curtains or take the curtains down. It's a spray retardant. Mhm. And that door, either take the exit sign down or replace the door, because you cannot